what kind of injury updates do you have on Mike, Jack, and Steven with their possible availability this week?
Yeah, just same as last week. Guys working through trying to get them ready. Don't know for sure yet on Michael and Jack, but just working, been throwing, getting better, seeing progress. But we'll have to see. We'll make a decision tomorrow.
Kevin?
What's the sense as far as you said a good week of preparation last week? What was the sense this week in terms of execution and effort these last 4 days?
Yeah, it's been good. Guys are working hard and obviously just trying to work through everything and continuing to motivate them and to motivate each other and to work to come together to finish. It's a special day for the seniors, recognizing these guys have come here and done so much for our program. So I just want to make sure that this team finishes well. And it was a good solid week. Just got to continue. We got more things to do here before kickoff on Saturday.
All right, now we'll go to Tom Brew.
Tom, what are some of the things you're going to miss the most about some of the people in this senior class?
Oh gosh, man, there's just a lot of quality young men without question. A lot of really good players and just guys that special to me because they came here and they believed in what we could build before it happened on the field, and really got a chance to recruit these guys and help develop them and help be a part of their lives. So I think you just miss the relationships, the daily contact with them, being around them. Just a lot of really, like I said, high-quality guys that I've poured my heart into, and they've poured their heart into this program. So it's pretty special, but that's what we're going to enjoy every step of these last few times together here and make sure that we don't take any of this for granted.
Mike, then Zach.
Yeah, Coach, you've built your reputation as being a guy that comes in and turns around programs. I'm curious, just along that journey, if you've ever had a season quite like this one, and I know you like to consult with others and read and do things like that. I'm curious if you've given any thought, or maybe already have started to do that, kind of who you're turning to, or is that more of an after the season type of thing?
It'll be an after the season thing, but yeah. To answer your first question, no, I've never been a part of anything like this. Unprecedented for me, which makes it even harder. But at the same time, we're just trying to hang together and stay positive and get as many guys healthy as we can each week. It's an unprecedented number of guys that we've lost, and then the way the season has turned out, especially with the expectations. Yeah, I've never experienced anything like it.
Zach and Keegan.
I guess kind of talking about things that Tom might wait a little bit for the offseason, but just sort of conceptually at least, we've asked you about the guys that might have the extra year and basically sort of working through that process. I mean, from your side of the table, I guess, how do you think you'll approach that? Maybe number one, obviously, maybe trying to figure out, is the extra year something that everybody is going to get? Is it's kind of on the table for everybody? And number two, just basically sort of working through, not even just with NFL guys, but guys who might have the opportunity just to move on and kind of start life after football.
Sure.
What's that conversation like from your side of the table, I guess?
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic for sure because you have several different types of, there's a lot of different situations involved as you kind of address some of those. And because here's the reality, if we grant everybody their COVID year, we wouldn't be able to bring in any high school players, with a whole class. So that's not realistic. No one in the country is going to do that. And so you have to make those decisions about who's going to be in these spots, whether you keep a guy for an extra year or do you go out and get a high school player or somebody else that's going to fill that position. So, we've already had some of those conversations for situations that we feel like we know more about at this point. Guys making decisions about their pro career that have a year left, that will take some time. We got a whole process we go through with that, and that will begin, as soon as the season is over. And it's really involving a lot of information gathering, meetings, opportunities for them to get as much information as they possibly can to make those decisions. And then there's guys that are kind of somewhere in between those there, where you're trying to figure out, situations and numbers and guys. So it's a lot of conversation will happen post our last game. But then you do that as you're trying to go out and recruit during the contact period, which is a very, very important period for us for the early signing in December 15th. So a lot going on for sure. But so from our perspective, my perspective, it's really it's roster management at a level that we've never seen before, being able to go through and make a lot of decisions. And sometimes you're working on information you don't know the complete picture of yet. So it's about taking the information you have right now and making the best decisions possible, but being very open and honest with our guys about where they stand.
Keegan, the Matt.
Yeah, Coach, with trying to salvage what's left of the season, trying to finish 4-8, have you installed at all kind of a nothing to lose, low pressure attitude among your guys, or is it the same approach as every week?
Well, it's a similar approach in regards to, hey, this is the biggest game of the season because it's the next game. You know, this week is going to be is our senior day, and that makes it very, very special. That's kind of been the focus for this week, to be able to play as hard as we possibly can for these seniors, and to give them a win on senior day would be very, very special. So that's been the focus for this week, and then obviously then we'll take the next one as it comes, and the focus will turn to that one and the things that entails specifically. So. But I understand your point. You know, there's, hey, there's a lot to be gained here, and you just let it rip. You know, you don't want to definitely be conservative or cautious or anything in those regards, and not that you ever want to be too much in those situations. But I know what you're asking. But I just feel like, yeah, you just got to go out there and play and play our best, play hard, play physical. Don't hold anything back in regards to what we call, or what we do, or how we prepare, and how hard we play. So I just want to make sure our guys finish and play their absolute tails off for each other on Saturday.
Matt.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
I'm good, Matt. How are you, buddy?
I'm okay. Obviously, you didn't have Cam Jones last week. How's he doing, and how's he looked on the practice field this week?
Yeah, he fortunately is feeling a whole lot better, and he was really, really sick, and so I'm just thankful that he's back and has been able to practice every single day, and I expect him to be 100%.
All right. Thanks, Tom.
Awesome. Have a great day, Elio.